Good morning, everybody. Everybody, good morning. Welcome to day 127 out on the Appalachian Trail. I am at the top of Mount Hight in New Hampshire. I just finished the Wildcats and am heading into Gorham later today. It's beautiful out here this morning. Wow. Wow. I'm going to give you the 360-degree view of where I camped last night from this ridge. I did camp down in the tree line coming up here, just in case it did get windy. This is fantastic. Coming up, we have Mount Washington right about now in the presidential range. Adams and Madison. Oh gosh, we're not even full 360 yet, y'all. Oh. If you get a chance, this is a great place to camp. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining the channel, checking this out. Go ahead, hit like, subscribe if you're interested in more of my Appalachian Trail journey. Thanks everybody for being a part of it. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome day. Can't be said more than once. Have an awesome day. It can't be said enough. Oh man, to wake up at 4:30 in the morning like this right now, it's gonna be a good freaking day out here. And I'm going to town today. Oh yeah. You know what else? Tomorrow is a 0 in Gorham, New Hampshire. Yeah, it's gonna be a good freaking day. Good morning, everybody. Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be, whenever you're catching this. Today is number 127 out on the Appalachian Trail. And I tell you what, it's been a beautiful morning so far. I feel like I just needed something different the last couple days. And I had the opportunity to stealth camp up on Mount Hight. And I had considered staying at the Carter hut just to experience the huts, because when I stayed at Lake of the Clouds, I stayed in the dungeon. So I kind of wanted to experience that a little bit, but at the same time, I felt like I just needed to get a little space. So I decided to hike on, and I didn't make it to Imp Shelter. But when I came across Mount Hight, and I saw that you could see 360 degrees and you were above all the other mountains except for the presidentials, I was just compelled to camp there. It was almost 5 o'clock. And man, the sunset from there was just gorgeous. The views, the camping. In fact, I took the rain fly off my tent and I just sat out in the screen last night with a slight breeze and stars above me, and it was beautiful. It was just what I needed to keep me going a little bit. Every once in a while you just need that alone time, that little space. And yeah, that was it. This morning I feel great. The weather's beautiful again, which, wow, 3-4 days in a row after having 6 or 7 days of rain at least. It's just awesome. And I couldn't ask for any better way to finish this part of the trail. So today I'm going to be walking into town and probably taking a 0. I learned that my shoes didn't ship. So the ETA on them is Monday. So it could be that I'm taking a 00 and Nero, which isn't the worst thing in the world considering the weather that's coming up. We're seeing another 4 or 5 days of pretty heavy rain coming up. I think it starts Saturday. So that's what I got to look forward to next week, more rain. Hey, you know what they say, no rain, no pain, no Maine. But you know, Maine's awful close, y'all. So we're gonna have to change that up a little bit. Because just because you make it to Maine doesn't mean you're gonna summit. We got the Mahoosics coming up, the Notch in the arm. Pretty stoked about that. I may have to wait a day or two later for the weather. I don't want to really do those in the rain. So anyway, that's where we're at. This forest is pretty cool behind me. I'll show you that in a minute. I said I'd show you that in a minute, but I just want to tell you where I'm at. So I'm going through the Carter Mountains right now. I think there's a south, a mid, and then a north. And that should be the last, I think it's the last mountain range I go through before I get into Gorham. I could be wrong, but I got about 12 more miles to go today. So, see you later. I love hiking. I do. And this is why. Woo-wee! Look at that. That's beauty. Oh, he knew what he was doing, I'm telling you. Oh, I'm tall as the trees today, man. I'm tall as the trees. Woo! Nice. Some days you just hit a wall, and then you figure out how to tackle it and move on from there. Hey, check it out. You can almost tell the time. 9 a.m. The first steam engine train goes up to the White Mountains. Coal powered. See the black smoke off in the distance? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, and to the left is the Carter Range. South, middle. Wait a minute. South. South, middle, north, And this morning, I was right over on the other side of there at the top of Mount Hight. And then before that, last night I came up over that ridge there. I forget the name of it, but it was out of Carter Gap from the shelter. And today, well, we're scaling granite walls. It's hard to tell, but that's straight out. That's down. There's me. You're literally walking up these granite faces. I know you can't see how steep it is. It's really hard to tell. But that's up ahead of me there. And we're just walking up this thing. I hope you don't slip. Using your trekking poles to help you a little bit. But we're fortunate that granite's pretty grippy when it's dry. Even when it's wet, it's got a pretty good grip on it. As long as you got some decent shoes. All right, less than a mile to the top of Mount Moriah, the last of the big mountains in the White Mountain Range. Last of the big peaks anyway. See you at the top. Heading into Gorham, and man, this is a real steep drop off for this. This Mount Moriah was the last of the big 4Ks. Hang on a second here. This Mount Moriah was the last of the big 4Ks here in the presidential range. Well, actually not in the presidential, but in the whites. And I'm sitting here thinking back, and I think that the whites has been a pretty tough part of the hike. And I don't think that without doing the other parts of the hike that I've done down south, that I would have been as successful, to be quite honest. Time out, I'm gonna wash my shoes. So if you're out there and you're considering an AT Thru hike and you're thinking about a flip-flop and coming north first on your flip-flop, or maybe a Sobo, yeah, I'm not so sure I would do that unless I was in peak physical condition. Because, yeah, it can wear on you, I gotta admit. I'm wore out. I need to take a day off. Just coming down. I'm excited to get into town. But you can't see it on my face right now. The last 10 minutes, I've been thinking about a Chinese buffet and maybe a shower and a nap. Guess I should get this show on the road and get down to the. Guess I should get this show on the road and get down to the pickup point. I'm just tired. Just tired. Hey, good morning. We're at the barn hostel.
Oh, a little back bend. Stinger's third strike for the big turkey. Grateful is crushing it also. Let's see if Spring Break keeps scoring big. Oh no. Spring Break's game keeps getting better. Woohoo.
Woo! Yeah!
After keeping score manually all night, Tim picks up the trail name scorecard. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more of my Appalachian Trail journey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and you will be notified when new videos are released.